My daughter asked, "Dad, why do you let Mom talk to you like that?" during another one of her mother's tirades. I said, "You're right to ask." Then I showed both of them what respect actually looks like. My daughter's smile when she saw me finally stand up. Original post: I, 38 male, was washing dishes after dinner when it happened. My wife Valerie, 36, was on another one of her rants because I'd bought the wrong brand of pasta sauce. Not expired, not spoiled, just Prego instead of ragu. How many times do I have to tell you? Are you stupid? 16 years of marriage and you can't remember basic things. Just standing there, scrubbing the same plate for the third time. Are you even listening? God, you're useless. I don't know why I bother. Maybe if you actually contributed something meaningful to this family. That's when our daughter Lily, 14F, spoke up from the kitchen table where she was doing homework. "Lily, Dad, why do you let Mom talk to you like that?" The room went silent. Valerie froze mid-sentence. I turned off the water. Me, looking at my daughter. "You're right to ask." "Lily, this is between adults. Go to your room." "But Mom, you always say words matter. You wouldn't let anyone talk to me like that." My kid had more courage at 14 than I'd had in years. Looking at her face, confused, uncomfortable but also protective of me, something finally clicked. Me, "You're absolutely right, sweetheart. Words do matter, and you deserve to see what respect actually looks like. Don't undermine me in front of our daughter." "I'm not undermining you. I'm done being undermined by you." Put down the dish towel. Looked at them both. New rule. From now on, we speak to each other with respect in this house. No name calling, no insults, no belittling. That goes for everyone. Laughing. "Oh, you're making rules now? That's rich." "Yes, I am, and here's how it works. Anyone who can't speak respectfully doesn't get a response. I'm done engaging with verbal abuse." Verbal abuse? Don't be dramatic. Calling me stupid, useless, that's textbook verbal abuse, and I've accepted it for too long. Turn to Lily. "Your mom and I need to talk. Finish your homework upstairs?" Lily nodded, gathered her stuff, but before leaving, she walked over and hugged me. Lily, whispering, "Love you, Dad?" First time she'd hugged me in months. Guess watching your mom berate your dad daily doesn't inspire much affection. After she left, Valerie went nuclear. "Valerie, how dare you embarrass me like that? Me, how dare you speak to me like that in front of our daughter? What kind of example are you setting?" "I'm setting an example of not accepting mediocrity." "No, you're teaching her it's okay to abuse people who love you." "Abuse? Because I have standards?" "Because you're cruel. There's a difference between standards and cruelty." She tried to argue more, but I just started washing dishes again, not engaging. When she realized I wasn't responding to the insults, she stormed off. That night I slept in the guest room, not as punishment, as peace. First good night's sleep in years. Update 1. Been a week since I established the respect rule. Valerie thought I'd cave after a day or two. I didn't. Here's how it worked. Every time she started with insults or belittling, I'd simply stop responding. Not silent treatment. I'd literally say, "I'll continue this conversation when you can speak respectfully," and then follow through. First few days were rough. "Valerie, the mortgage payment is due, not that you'd remember since you're in comp." "I'll discuss bills when you can speak respectfully." Walked away. Following me. "You can't just walk away. We have responsibilities." Me. "Yes, and one of them is modeling healthy communication for our daughter." She tried everything, yelling louder, following me room to room. Even tried crying about how I was emotionally manipulating her by requiring basic courtesy. I stayed calm, repeated the boundary, walked away. By day 3, Lily noticed the change. "Lily, Dad, Mom seems really mad." She's adjusting to changes. "Because you won't let her be mean anymore?" "Kid's too smart." Me, "Because we're all learning better ways to communicate." "I like it better. It's quieter." That hit hard. My kid was relieved by the absence of her mother's verbal abuse. What kind of environment had I allowed? Day 4. Valerie tried a new approach, weaponizing daily tasks. "Since you're too sensitive for normal conversation, I guess I'll just handle everything myself." Started doing performative housework, slamming cabinets, sighing dramatically, muttering just loud enough for me to hear about having to do everything. I responded by calmly doing my usual chores. Made dinner, helped Lily with homework, acted completely normal except for not engaging with disrespect. Day 5, she tried using Valerie, to Lily, but loud enough for me. Since your father won't discuss important things with me, we might not be able to afford your summer camp. Why won't Dad talk to you? Ask him. Lily looked at me. I'm happy to discuss anything, including summer camp. Your mom knows the requirement, respectful communication. To Valerie. So just be nice? The look on Valerie's face when our 14-year-old summed up the situation so simply. Day 6, Valerie tried recruiting allies. Her sister Candace called. Candace, what's this about you giving Val the silent treatment? I'm not. I'm requiring respectful communication. She says you're being controlling. By not accepting being called stupid and useless, she's just passionate. Is that what we're calling verbal abuse now? Don't be dramatic. Would you accept your husband calling you stupid daily? Silence. Well, no. Then why should I? She hung up, but notably, didn't call back to argue more. Day 7, the real panic set in. See, Valerie realized I was serious. This wasn't a phase or a tantrum. This was a permanent change, and she had two choices: speak respectfully or don't speak to me at all. Knocking on guest room door at midnight. We need to talk. Okay. This has gone far enough, you've made your point. This isn't about making a point, this is our new normal. You can't just change the rules after 16 years. The rule is basic human decency. If that's too hard, we have bigger problems. Are you threatening divorce? I'm establishing boundaries. What you do with them is your choice. She stood there processing. For the first time in years, she couldn't bulldoze through with insults and anger. She actually had to think about her words. This is stupid. Good night, Valerie. Closed the door, gently, but firmly. Update 2 Week 2 brought out Valerie's true colors. When she realized I wasn't budging, she escalated in ways I didn't expect. First, she tried financial control. Cleaned out our checking account, not the savings. She couldn't touch that without both signatures, but took every penny from checking and opened her own account. Text from her: since you won't communicate like an adult, I'm protecting myself financially. Okay. See, what Valerie didn't know was that I'd been preparing. After years of her complaints about my inadequacy, I'd quietly started a side hustle doing freelance coding. Nothing major, just beer money I put in a separate account. Except it wasn't beer money anymore. It was 6 months of expenses. When my paycheck hit that Friday, it went into my new account. Not hiding assets, just matching her energy. Valerie, bursting into guest room. Where's your paycheck? In my account. Like yours is in yours. We have bills, which I'm happy to discuss splitting, respectfully. This is financial abuse. You literally emptied our joint account. I'm responding to your choice. She slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Next, she tried parental alienation. Started telling Lily I was having a midlife crisis and abandoning the family. Overheard her: your father cares more about his pride than us. I didn't argue. Just kept being present, made Lily breakfast, drove her to school, helped with homework, actions over words. Lily, few days later: Mom says you're being stubborn. What do you think? I think I like eating dinner without anyone yelling. Me too, kiddo. Are you and Mom gonna divorce? I don't know, but whatever happens, you're loved and safe. That won't change. Is it my fault for asking that question? No, you asked an important question, one I should have asked myself years ago. She hugged me. We sat there quiet, no yelling, no tension, just peace. That's when Valerie played what she thought was her trump card: her parents. They showed up Saturday morning. Her dad, Richard, successful businessman. Her mom, Patricia, former beauty queen turned professional guilt tripper. Richard: what's this nonsense about you disrespecting our daughter? I'm requiring respect. There's a difference. Patricia: marriage requires compromise. I've compromised my self-worth for 16 years. I'm done. Man up. Happy wife, happy life. Respectful spouses, healthy home. My daughter deserves to see that. They tag-teamed me for an hour. Every manipulation tactic. I stayed calm, repeated my boundary. They left frustrated. But Valerie's biggest mistake came that night. She thought she'd force communication by creating a crisis. Told Lily she couldn't go to her best friend's birthday sleepover unless I stopped this nonsense. Lily was devastated. Came to me crying. Lily, Mom says I can't go to Emma's unless you start talking to her normal again. Did Mom say why? Because we're a family, and families communicate. Families also respect each other. Would you let Emma talk to you the way Mom talks to me? No. Then why should I accept it? Took out my phone, called Emma's mom right there. Explained Lily was having some family situation, but could she still come? Of course she could. Me, to Lily, you're going, I'll handle Mom. Found Valerie in living room. Lily's going to the party. I said no, you don't get to use our daughter as a weapon, that stops now. You can't override my parenting. Me, I can when you're using her to manipulate me. She's not a pawn. How dare you? Respectfully, I dare respectfully. Try it sometime. Update 3 Week 3. Valerie went full nuclear. If she couldn't break me with manipulation, she'd try humiliation. She called a family meeting with her siblings, parents, and even some mutual friends. Scheduled it at our house without telling me. I came home from dropping Lily at Emma's to find 10 people in my living room. Valerie. There he is. We're here to help you see reason. An intervention for requiring basic respect. Her brother Todd. Val says you've been giving her the silent treatment for weeks. I've been declining to engage with verbal abuse. There's a difference. Her friend Monica. All couples fight. Fighting and verbal abuse aren't the same thing. Would you accept being called stupid daily? Uncomfortable shifting. Valerie, tell them how you're destroying our family. Me by asking to be spoken to with respect. By being a controlling, manipulative. I'll be in the guest room. When you can speak respectfully, I'm happy to participate. Started to leave. Richard, sit down. We're not done. Me, I am. You're in my house. I don't have to sit here and be berated by committee. Left them there. Could hear the shouting through the door. Valerie ranting about my disrespect. Some agreeing, some sounding uncertain. After an hour, they left. Found out later from Lily that weekend was rough at school too. Lily, Mom posted on Facebook about our family problems. My kid was embarrassed. Her friends' parents were asking questions. Valerie had made our private issues public, dragging our daughter into it. Me, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Why does she hate you so much? Me, I don't think she hates me. I think she hates not being in control. Is that why she's always mean? Because she wants control? Kid's a genius. The final straw came that Tuesday. I got a call at work. From a marriage counselor. Mr. Brennan? I'm Dr. Foster. Your wife scheduled an emergency session. Can you come today? She scheduled it without asking me. She said it was urgent. I can do Thursday at 4, if that works for both of us. Showed up Thursday. Valerie was already there, had clearly been setting the stage with the counselor. So, Mr. Brennan, your wife says you've been emotionally abusive. Me, how so? Silent treatment, financial withholding, turning your daughter against her. I see. Can I share my perspective? Laid it all out. The years of insults, being called stupid, useless, incompetent, daily, in front of our child. My new boundary of requiring respect, not engaging with verbal abuse. To Valerie, is this accurate, the name calling? I'm just direct. He's too sensitive. Do you call him stupid? When he does stupid things? How often? I don't keep track. Daily, multiple times usually. That's an exaggeration. Lily asked why I let you talk to me like that. Her words, what do you think like that means? Valerie went quiet. Mrs. Brennan, would you accept being called stupid daily? That's different. How? And that's when the mask fully slipped. Because I'm not stupid. He forgets things. He makes mistakes. He needs to be told. So verbal abuse is justified if you think someone deserves it. It's not abuse. Name-calling, belittling, constant criticism, these are textbook emotional abuse tactics. You're taking his side. I'm identifying patterns. Mr. Brennan's boundary requiring respectful communication is actually quite healthy. Stood up. This is bullshit. You're both against me. Stormed out. Foster looked at me. How long has this been going on? 16 years, but escalating the last 5. And your daughter witnessed this? Yes. which is why I finally set boundaries. She asked why I accepted it. Children internalize these patterns. You're breaking a cycle. That takes courage. Final update. Valerie moved out a week after the counseling disaster. Went to stay with her parents. Tried to take Lily, but Lily refused. Lily, I want to stay with Dad. He's poisoned you against me. No, Mom. You did that yourself. The divorce papers came a month later. Valerie wanted everything: house, full custody, alimony, child support. Her lawyer was aggressive, claimed I'd been financially abusive by protecting my paycheck after she emptied our joint account. My lawyer laughed, actually laughed. My lawyer. She took marital funds, you responded in kind. She's claiming abuse for you having boundaries. This won't go well for her. It didn't. The custody evaluation was eye-opening. Lily told the evaluator everything. Years of watching her mom berate me, the walking on eggshells, the relief when I finally stood up for myself. Evaluators report, child shows clear preference for father. Mother demonstrates pattern of emotional abuse and manipulation. Recommendation, primary custody to father. Valerie lost it in court. Valerie, he turned her against me. By requiring respectful communication, by refusing to communicate. He refused to accept verbal abuse. There's a significant difference. Final outcome. I got the house. I'd been paying majority of mortgage anyway. 70-30 custody in my favor. No alimony. Marriage was under 20 years in our state. She pays child support. Split retirement accounts. But the best part? Lily. She's thriving. Grades up. Anxiety down. Even joined the debate team. Says she likes environments where people can disagree respectfully. Last week, she had a friend over. The friend's parents were arguing when they picked her up. Nothing major, just snapping at each other. After they left, Lily said, "I'm glad you don't let people talk to you like that anymore." Me too, kiddo. Mom still asks if you're dating anyone. What do you tell her? That you're focused on being a good dad, and that maybe she should focus on being a better person. You said that? Yep, she didn't like it. But you taught me something important. We teach people how to treat us, and I'm not accepting anything less than respect either. My 14-year-old daughter learned what I took 38 years to understand. As for Valerie, still at her parents', still posting vague things about narcissistic exes on social media, still claiming she's the victim. But here's the thing, I don't care anymore. I spent 16 years caring too much about her opinions, her moods, her words. Now I care about two things, being a good father and respecting myself. My daughter asked why I let her mom talk to me like that. It was the wake-up call I needed. Because she was right. Why did I? Fear? Habit? Some misguided idea that marriage meant accepting whatever treatment your spouse dished out? Doesn't matter now. What matters is I showed my daughter that everyone deserves respect. That boundaries aren't mean or controlling. They're necessary. That you can love someone and still refuse to accept poor treatment. She smiled when she saw me finally stand up for myself. But you know what's better? She smiles every day now. No more tension at dinner. No more walking on eggshells. No more watching her dad be verbally beaten down. Just peace, respect, and the knowledge that we both deserve better. And we got it.